Hey, we're here with, what's your name?
Robby.
Robby.
Pilot House Coffee.
Pilot House Coffee, man. He brought us some samples today here at Texas Co-working. Let's see what you brought.
Do you have your scoop?
No. There may be something in that drawer there. The other drawer, maybe. Here, let's see if we got something in here. Maybe something in here. I guess not. We need a little scoop, don't we?
Yeah. It's all right. We'll just
all right.
Sideball it.
So, what kind of coffee is this now?
This is a French roast.
French roast. Okay, so that's about the amount there. And so you ride around town in a little scooter, right?
Yep.
What kind of scooter do you have?
It's a Yamaha Vino.
All right, gets you around, doesn't it? Cheaply.
Nice and cheap. Yeah.
And you have like some kind of basket on it, I guess, for the carrying the coffee.
How many cups do you want? 6.
Just make a full pot. That's fine. And I'll put it in the thermos. What we don't drink. So how many customers do you have around town now?
I've got about 300 now.
300, pretty good. And that must keep you pretty busy every day, huh?
It does. Yeah, but it's wonderful. I love it.
How do you decide your route? Do you do it like try to do South Austin one day, North Austin the next, or something?
No, I mean my route is basically a 5-mile radius.
Yeah.
South.
Oh, okay.
North
Central.
River,
okay.
Central. Yeah, just Central.
All right.
Austin. So, Travis Heights, Hyde Park, Rosedale, those neighborhoods.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Excellent. So we're brewing up a test pot here. He brought us 2 kinds of coffee. He brought this what it's called?
French roast.
French roast, organic, fair trade, and then he also brought us some Town Lake. Great name. Town Lake blend.
Where's the on button on this thing?
Oh, just right here. There you go. It's good starting now.
All right.
Cool. So we're brewing up. Tell us how you got the idea for doing this. What's your background? Where do you come from?
Well, I grew up here in Austin.
You did? Okay.
And a buddy of mine used to roast at Mozart's back in college. And so, he had the keys to the place, and we would just go there and roast when it closed and hang out and drink coffee. And I just started getting into coffee roasting. And about 5 years ago, I built a coffee roaster in my garage with some blueprints I found on the internet,
Great, yeah.
And
you can find anything on the internet.
You can find anything on the internet, including instructions on how to weld, which I needed to do too. But one thing led to another, and I started roasting a lot of coffee. And one Christmas, I gave it away as presents to all my friends and family.
Excellent.
And, a couple weeks later, I started getting text messages and emails. My friends were like, "Hey, man, we're out of coffee. Can we get some more?" And so I was like, "All right." And I just finished college, and I was looking for work. And
where'd you go to college?
I went a couple places. I started out at the Naval Academy, and then I ended up at Northwestern.
Okay. We have a coworker here that went to Northwestern.
Cool. That's
Christina
great.
Garza. Do you know her?
I don't know.
She's with Localiter, local company.
Well, anyways, I just kind of did some math, and I realized, man, I got 20 customers right now if I wanted. I had a scooter, and I was like, well, why not? So
great.
I gave it a shot.
Yeah, I heard about you from Alex Jones. Do you know who Alex Jones is?
Alex Jones?
Yeah.
How'd you? Alex Jones, the Alex Jones.
No, not the Alex Jones. The other Alex Jones, bald man on Twitter.
Oh.
He was just he was talking about you, and then somebody else, Tim Walker, was talking about you too.
I don't know who Alex Jones
at the
is.
Refresh meetup.
Yeah.
I think it was mainly Tim Walker.
Yeah, Tim's a customer of mine, but I don't know Alex. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think he heard about it through Tim.
We should buy some coffee. Just kidding.
And it's brewing here. So that's great. So what do you think about our Austin Coffee Showdown event?
I like it.
We're
Sounds
planning.
like a lot of fun.
We're going to have that in June, and we're going to invite all the coffee makers in town. You're going to be a judge, possibly, and we'll see if we can't find the best cup of coffee in town.
It should be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be fun.
So how do people get a hold of you now?
Oh, to buy coffee?
To get coffee from you, sure.
Yeah, just go to pilotHouseCoffee.com and place an order.
Are you on Twitter also?
I'm on Twitter, yep.
What, as Pilot House?
Pilot House.
Yeah.
And, if you just place an order, and most of the zip codes around downtown, 04, 01, I mean, pretty much every zip code.
Yeah, we're all one here.
In the downtown area gets free scooter delivery. So, yeah, just place an order, and we have a 48-hour turnaround, but usually it's the next day.
Great. Well, we're glad you came by, and I can't wait to try this stuff.
Sure. Hope you like it. I'm actually going to get a cup before I go. If that's
all right. Good deal. All right. So we're doing the taste test now. We've got Jacqueline's Life here with us, and we're going to try it out. Give us an objective opinion of a taste test here.
It's good.
It's good. And there is a formula that everyone should follow, right, when they make coffee.
Right.
Tell us what the formula is.
Well, the deal is when you're making coffee, when you're brewing coffee, it's kind of like a chemical reaction. So if you don't use the right coffee to water, you can really mess things up. And so what they say is you need to use 2 flat tablespoons for every cup of water.
Okay.
So
2 flat tablespoons per cup. Otherwise, what happens if it's too watered down? What happens?
Well, if you don't use enough coffee, let's say, because that ratio is pretty strong for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will just use less coffee. And what happens is, and this is a little, this might be a little extreme for a lot of people, but what happens is you over-extract the bean, and it causes it to be a little bitter. And so if it's too strong, if that ratio is too strong for you, just brew the coffee, just brew less than you want, and add a little bit of hot water, and that'll get it just the way you want it usually.
And what about coffee shelf life? What do people need to know about that?
That's another thing that's really important. And most people don't know this. That coffee actually loses about 3/4 of its flavor compounds just 2 weeks after it's roasted, which isn't very long. It's a really short shelf life. Most people don't know that.
So don't over-order coffee then. Don't get like 10 pounds of coffee at one time.
Yeah, and be sure. If you look at the back of this, you look at the back of some coffee packages at the grocery store. I'm not going to name names, but sometimes their expiration date's like 9 months into the future. So if you do the math, if it goes bad 2 weeks after it's roasted,
okay,
and it's 9 months old, it's not going to be good. But what's happened is a lot of coffee companies, big coffee companies, because they can't keep it fresh on the shelf, is they'll over roast it and they'll call it French roast. But basically, it's just burnt coffee. Chemically, it's mostly carbon. So, just get it fresh. That's the best way to do it.
Thanks again for all the good coffee advice today.
You're welcome.